Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rahakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this truth from, as well as peace and many blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. I wanted to speak on the enticing words of our enemy, Esau, Edom, which he's going to be spreading a lot of, deceit as we get closer to the day of the Lord. And, I was just meditating on how these different wayward doctrines are popping up. And really, they're on repeat because they've been here before. And as we progress in time and in prophecy, we expect this devil to do what the devil does, and that's to deceive. And really, the fate of whoever is devoured by his words were not found nor chosen by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. All right, because the sheep hear the Heavenly Father's voice. And I was watching the lesson the Elder Tahar was going into, and he was just speaking about how the elect are not going to be drawn in, to deceit. Okay, they're not going to be drawn in by the pleasant words that this devil is going to bring, because he's going to be bringing, smooth words. With his infrastructure and the way he's designing it is to take away the work by bringing in the robots and ultimately trying to pamper and, bring comfort to the people. Okay, by causing, these financial crises that's going to spread. And he's going to also bring in pressure. All right. But what he's going to use is enticing words to have the majority of the earth, all right, partake in the MOTB, which is the RFID microchip. It's not an embargo. It's not sin. And it's not what all these false, prophets are pushing. All right. This is prophecy. Everything we've been talking about. All right, is prophecy. And this is the same devil, all right, with lying lips that the scriptures speak about. All right. So this is the book of Psalms, the 28th chapter. We'll start from the top. It says, Psalm of David, unto thee will I cry, O Lord, my rock, be not silent to me, lest if thou be silent to me, I become like them that go down to the pit, because the majority of Israel is going to go to the pit. When you search the scriptures, all right, you figure out the 2/3, which is the majority, the bigger number, are going to be cut off and die here. It says, hear the voice of my supplications, verse 2. When I cry unto thee, when I lift up my hands toward thy holy oracle, draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their heart. And, war is in their heart. Okay. Although the words are smoother than butter, all right, it's ultimate war. And the scriptures also speak about this devil speaking as a dragon. Okay. Now, the righteous are supposed to be searching the wicked out, all their plans and their wicked imaginations. And we see them, it's going to even affect, the working class construction workers. They're bringing in robots. Okay, they're bringing in these 15-minute cities. They're bringing in all these things that we've been warning as the prophets. All right. But yet we know that the end all be all, this devil has drawn swords. All right. And he's double minded. All right. The wicked. And when you go into that word devil, all right, it's just going into deceiver. So you got to see this from a mile away. All right. That tongue, all right, is a tongue of a sword, a weapon that he uses to his benefit. And he's going to set a snare for the simple, because the scriptures speak about the simple believing every word. All right. And this is not the time to be simple and basic. And the elect, we see it from a mile away, and it's going to bring pressure to our households. We have clearly, prepared spiritually, because it's going to bring some pressure. And that's okay. Pressure bust pipes. A lot of men that claim to be men of the Lord are going to, forfeit their salvation for a temporary gain. And this is the time to be in the spirit of Moses. All right. Moses forbid temporary gain. He chose poverty. All right. For salvation. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, and verse 24. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. And the elect have to have that power of refusal, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season, esteeming the reproach of Hamashiach greater riches than the treasures in Egypt, for he had respect unto the recompense of the reward, and respect of the reward is what we've been called into this ministry, into this beautiful voyage to salvation. Pray that this lesson was edifying.